Good afternoon, everybody. Again, it's been a while. I'm really going to try really hard this week to get things back going regularly. Let me tell you, this cough I got, it's just not going away. I still have it, and it seems to start to go away. And then I do a lot of different stuff. Like last weekend, we had a lot happening, and then, go. And then I find I get sick again. And it's the same with Andre. And then Jacob's been the same way. But this week, he got it like just Friday, I think, or Saturday. He started telling us his ears really hurt, and he's going to the doctors to verify it. But I'm more than positive he's got an ear infection. Let's just say Sunday night, I think it was 1 o'clock, because I was still up because I was working on some Boxing Day sale items I'm going to be having. And he's just screaming his ear. So I gave him some Motrin and some eardrops that we got from the pharmacist till we can see the doctor today. Well, his mom and his dad will take him to the doctors. And then that I finally got the Motrin and the eardrops in him and got him back to sleep. And I just left him sleeping on the couch because I can't carry him. He's too big to carry to the bed now. And then I got into my bed about 2:15, 2:30, roughly around there, and he had me back up at 4:30. And I think I crawled back into bed at 5:30 on Monday morning, and I think I slept till just a little after 11. Yeah, 10, because he had to stay home from school. So I told Andre that I just wanted to sleep till 10, because Andre has to work, and then I'll get up just so I could get a few hours of sleep in. So that's why no video yesterday. I was exhausted, and I was babysitting all day on top of that. So here I am today. And we're going to work. I'm going to be doing a lot of Christmas this week. I am so far behind because of being sick, and so many things going through my head. So much I want to do, and I'm so, you can't get sick. So I'm going to work on Christmas ephemera. Different things I'm going to do. I see what we get done. That's kind of what I'm going to do all week. I'm just going to turn on the camera and make Christmas ephemera. And then we will, once that's done, and then we'll work on maybe some pockets and tuck spots and things like that. And then we'll put it all together in the journal. So that's kind of our plan, my plan. And you guys can follow along with me. Some of the things I did get ready is I have a lot of fussy cuts that I like things like this that I did myself. But also this year I did these vintage greeting card. I don't sell the digitals. I don't have a good program to do it in. So I sell fussy cuts. So I have bundles of these digitals. I don't want to say vintage. They're more retro, because most of these ones are from the 50s and the 60s, maybe even the 70s. It's hard, like when I can find a date, and I search to make sure that they're copyright free and things like that. So it takes me a long time to do the searching to find these items. So I just cut a few of them out. I have several different bundles available. I have the vintage ladies kind of by themselves, and then I have like ones that I call Christmas decorations together, right, things like that together. And I'll have a bundle with the vintage ladies. This is a blue bundle I'm working on right now that's not in the store yet, but will be coming. And I have snowmen. I have a retro Santa from the Victorians, and I have a 50s a vintage Victorian, and then I have the retro Santas, retro snowman. I have a gingerbread pack. I have kids and animals together, but I'm going to work on, I think, a cat one and dog one. And then I have, this is just a little amount of, these are the greeting card words from vintage greeting cards. And I have two bundles of those. And I just cut out a few for me to use today. The same with this. Because I had a lady who just purchased several of my bundles, and she wanted me to show her how you could use these. So I thought, oh, I'll cut them up and keep them with me. And that way they're handy to use. I have this I got ready. This is a digital paper I made. And then I think this was a freebie I found from somewhere else. And then I kind of got an idea, or this was the freebie. I made one. I don't know. Or I made it. This is a Artie Mae's freebie. This is a digital set I bought from Junk Journal Crafts. Lena, I didn't cut them out yet because I forgot I even had them. And so I pulled those out, and this is another freebie I got somewhere. So I pulled those out to use. I printed myself some postcards to use. I got some baggies here. I got a coffee filter. I'm just showing you different things. I pulled out one of these because I use these a lot for tags. I save all my packaging. I got glassine bags, a coffee filter. This is something I was working on. I seen a tutorial. Mine didn't turn out exactly the way hers did. And I'm still playing around with it. It's cute. But I don't know how she did. I haven't glued the full pocket down yet. Because I was trying to figure out the sizing. So that's something that's what I'm trying to work on. I think this is when I fully got, and what you're supposed to be able to do is I printed these library cards off, and they're supposed to just slide in the pocket like that. And then you can either put an image on here or leave it blank. I'm going to decorate them, and then it's ready. So that's what those are that I'm working on. So I have those pieces here. Then I have just some different items I can use. That should be in there. Excuse me. Here I go. See, I told you. And then I have this Christmas stuff all sitting here. And that's so it's just a matter of just play. And I did, not everybody has, oh, where did I put them? Where did I put them? I printed them. I know I printed them. But I had to move all my papers really quickly because my cat Pika was jumping up, and knocking everything everywhere. And then I bought a kit from my porch. Pink, sorry guys, Pink Monarch prints. I do some, but sometimes I like some basic ready as well. And I'm fortunate because I have a good printer. That's just not gonna end up like that. And of course I forgot everything. I forgot a glue stick, I forgot scissors, my brain is not working, guys. You name it, I forgot it. I want a sharp pencil. There's a sharp pencil. I like my pencils sharp. And one of the ones I did the videos on showing you how to, if you want to make a smaller journal pages, I have all my pages done. I just gotta sew it in there. I'm stuck. I have a blanket over my legs and it gets caught on my wheels as I'm rolling around. So we're just gonna play around. I'm just gonna cut a couple of these out. I really liked these. I think I got a few of these, and I don't remember what this one is called, and I forgot to look it up, guys. I will when I post my video. What happens when I post my video? Sometimes by the time it gets up, I might be cooking dinner or something, and sometimes I don't get all my information. But within a half an hour, at the latest an hour, I usually, and I'll save this part because I use it for something for my buttons. So it usually takes me a bit to get the information on it because I don't do it on my phone right away when it tells me, because I find on my phone I find it harder for me to copy and paste everything. It's just easier for me to go on my desktop computer. I'm old school, big old computer still. I love it. And it's not old. My friend Andre, who I rent the basement from, is a computer programmer, and he keeps his updated computer. And sometimes I get his older one, which are great speeds. So I never have to worry about that. So, that is the way. And tonight, we might be going out. I know it happens in the States, but I don't know where it stops in the States. I only looked it up for Quebec. There's something called the Christmas train, where it pulls into certain spots, and the doors go down, and they have a little concert, and it's like a food drive type thing, and they have music, and so we're thinking of, and it's free, other than, they do encourage you to bring food. I have a bag of food for us to take, because I also want to teach Jacob that I'm very much about giving back, even when you don't have a lot. Paying it forward is always really, really important. And right now here in Canada, and I'm pretty sure it's the same in the United States, but we have this inflation that is happening on food is really hard. I know what our grocery bill has gone up to, and Andre has a decent job, and I know I do all the food, because I do the cooking to help for the cost of my rent. So I go online and I order groceries, or we go to Walmart. But I know the difference in what the groceries are costing us. And a lot of people are suffering, and our food banks are being used more than they ever have. And it's not just by single mothers or, things like that. This is families with 2 incomes. So I just cut out a few of them. If I see one on the other pages, just that. So our Super C here in Quebec had a big sale. So I went and grabbed a lot of things for 99 cents. And I got pasta and spaghetti sauce, and I even got boxes of cookies. I have this tag here. I mean, you can make, like, this isn't really hard, as you can see. And how I make these ones, and as I'm looking at this, it's a little wonky, but that's easy to fix. All I do for these, we think that everything has to go on cardstock. And, if you don't have cardstock, I do, but I don't use a lot of my colored cardstock. And I should, because I've got piles of it. Because long time ago, when I used to go to the States, and Joann's would have buy 2 get 1 free, or, I would come home with cardstock like no tomorrow. So I really need to start using some of the color. But file folders. This one's a brand new one, but I also, when I can find them used at the used stores, a lot of times that's what I prefer. But you can use file folders to make tags with. I'm just showing you, if you're new, I use my sticker papers for them. I actually have a box. I have 2 boxes right now. So one of the things I do really, really need to do is I need to just do tags, and I just work on tags for like 2 weeks, because this is all stuff. Like, for instance, my ink ran out when I was printing these, and I'm not going to waste the cardstock. I'll just cover the one side and use it. So I throw it in here. And something that shouldn't be in this box is in here. It's a phone stand, but it doesn't work for my phone, so it's going to go to Goodwill. So, like, I have, tons of stuff in here. Sometimes it's things I need to recover. And I just, like, there's all these were the flower packs that they come in. And if you want, you could just cover it and leave this and have your punch. So, like, I have a ton of it, and I have more of it in another box. So this is like my goal, and this is some things I was working on when I was doing that. And like I say, like, as you can see, these are my master boards. And this is like pieces that were left over from when I was making my master board lace holders. So I threw them all in here. So as you can see, I need to make tags and more tags and more tags. So, you know, sticker containers are a good thing. You know what else I get? I don't know if I've got one handy. When I get my Insta Ink, they always put a card in it. An Insta Ink card in it. I don't think I have one right handy because I'm talking about it. So there won't be one handy. Because that's just the way it is. So, but I save those and I use those. You know, whatever you have, you use. You know, this was something I made and I screwed up on the printing, but I don't waste it. It's ready to make a journal card. So, but I just gotta do it. That's the thing, and I'm going to keep that close by. But even with that, if I don't necessarily anymore make it just out of cardstock. This is basically, let's take a book page and do it right now. So I'm going to just tear this book page out. And depending on the size you want your tag, I fold that, it's too skinny on that side. That's okay. I'll use it for something else. I'm just gonna cut along here. And if you don't like this thickness, tuck another piece of paper in there if you want to thicken it up. Throw another piece in there if you want to make it a little thicker. It doesn't bother me because my journals get so packed full that I don't mind it being a little, some things a little thinner. And then I basically take and I glue. What I'm going to do for now, right now, is just use this so I can glue that edge. And sometimes I'll throw just a little glue on this side just to make sure it's nice and sturdy. Glue it together. Okay, let's put that there. And because, why do I not have a ruler here? Because I left rulers, I thought, on each of my desks. Each of my desk, I thought. But guess not. And I just balance it down. And because it's not heavy, I just kind of I don't fold it hard, and I just go and cut. And there's my tag. Then let's just cover this. Now, you don't have to cover this whole thing. If you want to, you could just do an image if you wanted to, and then collage a little bit more on it, leaving some of the book page. You could collage, and again, if you decide to collage the whole thing, then again, you're adding another layer, and I'll be adding another layer to the back because I'll be pulling out, let's just grab a piece right now. And it was because it was handy, so that's why I grabbed it. And I'm just going to glue it right onto here. Well, which side do I want more? I think this side I'll glue down. And I'm just going to glue this. So because I'm going to be adding layers to it, it's going to get thicker anyways. There's my green paper, my backing paper. Now you don't have to. I'm about writing spots in my journals. You could just collage the front and back. You could have put printed on one side and collaged on the other side. Depends on what you like to do in your journal. I'm somebody, when I make my journals, I do make them with writing spots in it. Some not as much as others, and some, and also like I had a lady who I commissioned a journal. She commissioned a journal for me. She wanted a lot of writing spots, a lot. So hers had more empty pages than it did anything else. And then I would just put like a little stamp or something, or a little cluster at the bottom. So there's the back of it. Already done, and I think I'll just go like this just to make sure. And usually I wait till it dries a bit and then I check, because look, I know I'm always going to miss a spot. It's just who I am. It's what I do. All right, so there we go. And even on this side that you're going to write, you could add a little sentiment on this, or I need to pull out my Christmas stamps. Get a little Christmas stamp and put it on it if you want, just to add a little more detail to the back of the writing. Depends on all what you want to do. The thing is, I have those. I'm just seeing in my box what I have. Like, I could cover the whole thing if I wanted to. Or I can come in and do a little collaging. I didn't do that very straight. And I'm just trying to, like, not overthink it too much, because I do that. I'll hem and haw and and for my Boxing Day sale, guys, I'm having, it won't be like, I'm not doing a percentage off of things I sell. Not Boxing Day, Good Friday. I'm making up special bundles, and I have bundles that are going to be at $1, $2, $3, and $5. Maybe a $10 bundle, but as of right now, no. And so I have that coming. I noticed I went and got my eraser because for some reason I got some pencil on this. I must have been outlining something, so I just wanted to take the pencil off of that. I'll keep that because, you know, this is good to throw together a cluster with. I'll just right now take the white off, that way if something comes up. So there's that. I think I'm going to put this one on. I'm not overthinking it, guys. And I'm also offering a service. If you're somebody who likes to send happy mail, or they call it a rack, R-A-K in capital letters, I'm going to offer a service where if you see some of my items and you would like to put a little package together, and I would mail it directly to the person. So I'm going to put that exactly there. This one is just coming right together, guys, without much problem. I see some trimming. I have to do a bit of trimming, but that's easy to fix. I'm not worried about that. If you wanted, you could, there's many different ways you can take this tag. I should have keep it up here. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I work on a funny angle. Excuse me. Pardon me. And that is going to drive me crazy till I fix it. So I'm going to fix it because I keep seeing it. It's just the back paper that I put on. Plain and simple, easy to fix up. And see, on this side, I have the other one. And that was probably because I didn't wait long enough for the glue to dry. So when I cut it, it might have moved a little. Might have. I'm going to go ahead and lightly ink up my sides here. And that'll help if, you have any white showing. Especially when you use cardstock, white cardstocks, you sometimes get that on the edges. I wished I had. I'm going to have to pull out my Christmas stamps. And do something on Christmas stamps too. love stamps. I really do. I have an addiction to stamps. I have so many stamps, and because I'm not fully set up the way I want to, I don't always able to get to them as easily as I like. So in this case here, you could go several ways. You could put a little label. Where's those ones I'm seeing if there's anything in those little... Where did I put that printout? Oh, over here. So I could do several things. I could pull out one of these and add it in here. If I'd want a little that in there. I want to find one with just a lot of numbers. I know that if you're doing a daily journal, you want the, through December. So I'm just going to cut out 2 things on this where I'm going. I have several of these pages I need to print. I love having these available. And I'm trying to make some of these myself. But with the type of program I use, it's hard. Oh boy. My shoulders ache today. I feel like I'm falling apart right now. I don't know if it's the coughing that my shoulders are aching. Like my lower back hurts, my sciatic nerve is acting up, but I'm trying to lose weight. So I've been exercising more. So we could put this down here like that, or we could take it, and I'm just thinking one other thing. I'm just going through 2 things here. I need to get a little tray for my small Christmas ones like this. There's also that could go there. I'm just going to move that up there. But I just happen to have something small sitting here because I was making Christmas clusters last week, remember? So these were some of the ones I hadn't finished. So I'm just thinking with this number 25, not liking it so much. Not liking it. But now I'm seeing if I've got any small pieces of lace left. But I don't. I have that one. But it's too small. What do I have here? I have that, but I want lace. Because then I'm just thinking of making a small, like this is too thick for that small number. I could even put, if I wanted to, I don't know where the one is that's open. I have one of these. Oh, here it is. Oh, that's one, but it's got bigger ones. But I have another page of this somewhere. Oh. I think I'm going to end up going to the Dollar Tree this weekend. I'm going to pick up more of these. I need just the small ones. I think I want a little, I know I want that. Now that I did that, I don't think I'm going to put a cluster. I'm just going to leave that. And I like the 25, so I'm going to put the 25. I'm anxious to get Christmas up. But it's Jacob's birthday on the 29th of November, and I'm going to be, I'm thinking of putting the Christmas tree up, and he wants a Luigi Christmas birthday party. So we couldn't find a lot of already made Luigi, so I'm going to hand make a lot of his things, but I think I'm going to make him a Luigi tree with green bulbs, and I'm going to print a bunch of Luigis and hang them on the tree. And then I just have to take that down and decorate the tree. So I'm going to probably do that one day next week when he's at school and he comes home before his birthday on the 20th, probably on the 29th. He's not having a birthday party. And this is that Merry Christmas from and I almost wished I would have inked it a little. Sometimes it's a little harder to ink once you get that glue on, because then your fingers get a little gluey, but that's okay. That's okay. There we go. Get the garbage off of that. There we go. And then hole punch. I need to buy a second one so that I have one on each of my desks. That's what my goal is, my filming desk, to be supplies, as well as I work on my other desk because I like to watch videos or movies. I haven't been watching a lot of YouTube videos because I get distracted and want to make new things. Yesterday I did that and I shouldn't have, and now I'm just gonna reinforce, and I just buy reinforcements. I could even do, I don't have a red and I don't have my red thing like this. I could do it red if I wanted to add more red, but I'm not going to worry about that. And with my reinforcements, I do find I want to buy one of those. I think there's a reinforcement hole punch like this. I've been trying to find it here in Canada without paying an arm and a leg for it. Let me put it that way. Because sometimes things are available here. You just got to pay so much for them. We just don't have enough competition here in Canada. That is the problem. And one of the things I'm asking my friends for is Amazon gift card, because I need a die cut machine. I just need, I don't want a big fancy one. At first I wanted one of those automatic ones, but you know what? I'll take anything right now. I'll just take anything. I know we could do something like this, sparkly. It's too, maybe, I'm wondering, maybe something fluffy like this. Let me see. There's several ways you can tie it on. You can do your normal, and most of you know this. When I first started out, this is all I ever, only way I knew how to put it on tags, because that was all I knew in my knowledge. But I've been living outside of the box more now. With this one, a lot of times it's not going to stand straight up, which I don't mind. I kind of like when it just flops. Right? So, and you could tie it in a knot if you wanted to, but I don't think I need to. And I like that. Perfect. And there we go. And that was just with a folded over book page and a scrap and a digital picture, a snowflake I bought. If you don't have digitals and you have stickers or scrapbook paper, do what you have. That turned out really good. I really like that one. Okay, since we have the other one out already, let's go ahead and do that one. Okay, this one, what we'll do, I kind of like showing the book page in the background. So again, I'm going to go see what I have in a scrap here. I really need to I'm sure I have more Christmas scraps than what's sitting here. I know it somewhere. I do. That's going to be too short now. Oh, I'm going to go, guys. I got a good night's sleep last night, but I feel like I could right now sit on my couch and take a nap. But I'm trying not to because I got a lot of work to get done. And especially if we go out tonight to the Christmas train, which is something I really want to do. Even if you have, you could take, I don't have a lot of this is my only piece of this red mulberry. You could also take and cover that with it, but because it's my only one, and if I wanted to, I could cover it all in red or green as well. But I kind of like the look of the book page. I would prefer to do that with one of the Um, I don't know why I don't have much Christmas scraps here, guys. This is really bizarre. Like, I'm sure I had more scraps. I have a few here, but not full things. It's really weird that I don't have a lot. I have some thin pieces. Well, that one works. And you can also, like, you don't have to do one straight piece. I could do this across the bottom. And then something like this. Oh, I don't want script on script. Oh, I'm going back to this. I'm in that. Oh, let's do it on the opposite side this time. I'm trying to decide what side I want to use. So here we go. So is people working on Christmas items right now? What do you have on your desk and working on? I love to know what you're working on right now. Even what you would like to see. I don't throw these away because these are great for clusters, little clusters. I like little clusters. So I'll keep that close by. I try to clean up those little papers or I get them stuck on my glue. That kind of looks good there. Okay. I even have, this is from a piece. Depending, I might use that one. So those little pieces. And now we go back to an image. My computer shut off, so it got really quiet. I think Andre left to get Jacob to take him to the doctor's. That's not bad. Let's leave that out. That's not a no. It's too big. Sometimes it's just, I think I like the brighter. Those two are ones so far I'm kind of hooked on. And I have a really big order from my friend Cindy. Even my friend Cindy, 2 Sundays in a row now. I think about it during the day to call her. But sometimes Sundays in this house are so busy. This Sunday I was, for some reason, just tired. I think I slept Sunday away, to be honest with you. I really do think I slept Sunday away. I think I got up and then I went back to bed. And I'm not to bed, to my couch. And I slept most of Sunday afternoon. This is the one thing I find this cough is doing, is I'm just worn out from it. Just exhausted from it. I've always been a more tired person. Now I'm just trying to decide between which image. I think I'm going with that one. That was my first one I liked, so I'm going to go with that one. But then I don't need to use that Merry Christmas on it because it's got with Christmas wishes. So now you could put this to the bottom if you wanted to. I'm more of a center person when it comes to collaging. You could go down a little or up a little depending on which way you want to go. So you put it, I have a thing about being center depending on the image. And again, like I said, I'm trying not to think about it and just do it. Do that more often than I do. Missed a little corner here. And I went on to Amazon to look for like little poinsettias, whether it be cardstock or like this. And I need to make some small ones. I have some poinsettias that I made, but I didn't make any tiny ones. And like, I wouldn't mind a poinsettia maybe right now. I did this, right? But problem with this desk I work on is it's not a very big desk. It doesn't help that I got a big shelf here that I keep all my supplies on. And I see a spider has made himself a home on my shelf. I'm going to have to get him. The fun part about living in a basement, the spiders are never ending. They really are. Okay, I need something for the back of that. So I'm just looking in my papers here to see what I've got in a big enough piece. Is that big enough? Yeah. Okay. And this year it's a quiet Christmas. I'm not going home for Christmas. We have a trip to Jamaica in February. And so instead of spending the money, we don't buy each other Christmas gifts. And so I'm not going home because it's getting so expensive. The only way I'd go home if there was an emergency right now. But as of right now, I won't see my family till February. And the last time I seen them was June. It gets hard sometimes. I miss them. Miss them a lot. And this Christmas is going to be a quiet one. I only have Christmas with Andre and Gab. I don't have anything else planned. It's going to be a quiet one, but hey, there's nothing wrong with a quiet Christmas. I'm a big Christmas person. I love Christmas, and last year well, let's just put this. Christmas has always been hard for my family. My father passed away 2 weeks before Christmas. Not even 2 weeks. I think 10 days. 10 or 12 days before Christmas. It's either the 13th or the 14th of December, of course. And it's always a blur in my head. And so, you know, Christmases have always been a little bit more emotional. And then my best friend, Dee Dee, passed away just before, right at, I think the 8th of December, when she was 24, 25. Again, it's a long time ago, along with her 2 children. She was my best friend from grade 7. We were total opposites, but that was it. She got me out of being more of a quiet, reserved person, and, you know, did some wild things with her. She was the most unique person, and even though now I've spent less, it's like my father, I have so many great memories, and I have spent more years without him than I did with him. But the memories that I have with him are just like so amazing. Even my Christmas memories of him are really amazing. You know, that I have to remember, and that's the same with Dee Dee. We had so much fun together and did so much fun things together. Mostly the time it was me getting in trouble with her. But it was just good times. And I do miss her. I miss her, that spirit she had. I do. So Christmas has always been, because I lost my best friend and my father. And actually, the year I lost my father, we lost my grandmother October 8th, and then my father December 14th. So I'm just seeing what something I could add to this in my little ones. Or maybe one of my Christmas labels. Oh, this is kind of, I didn't even know I had this. This is kind of one of those packages. It's just not finished yet. I don't think I have something that would suit it in my labels. I have a little package made. Instead of having to cut, maybe I'll look at maybe one of my labels. And I make these, and these I'm going to have in the Good Black Friday sale. No, let's put it like this. Nope. Nope. So that idea went out. Just sometimes that's the hardest I find, getting the little things just to add a little more to it is sometimes my thing that I have a little bit more difficult with. I mean, you could leave it just the way it is. Nothing really. I think what I need is a number. Is what I need. But I don't think this type, I don't think I want a round number. I think I want a straight number. And that's all the way back here. There we go. In this blue book. It used to sit on the other side of my desk, but I was using it so much on my other desk, I moved it there. I'm thinking either that one. Maybe look at that one. I'm just going to pull out a couple anyways. Come on, go down. These are tabs, and I was just thinking, do I have a tab here that I would like to use on that? It's a digital I bought, and then I cut them, and I always forget I have them. So I'm going to pull it out because I think I want to use that on it. And I'll just use one of those numbers, I think. Or, not that big. Maybe one of those. Okay, so let's pull out a couple of those. And that's close by. Okay. The green kind of blends in with it. There's the brown one. Or this one. Kind of like this one, I think. Maybe I don't. Maybe I like that one. I was thinking I wanted to go this way with it. I think I'll use that one and put it that way. That's what I think I'll do. Because sometimes I do everything straight. You gotta, you know. There we go. Some glue on that. Again, I should have inked it beforehand. This is what I need to just kind of doll it up a bit. I think it was just too bright, so I just put ink all around it. Yeah, I like that better than it looking so white. There we go. Try to straighten it a bit because I put it on kind of wonky, like my brain. There we go. And I wanted to use this, but I noticed I didn't cut it perfect. So the tabs, you can use different types of tabs. And the thing with this, if you wanted to, you could add more Christmas to it if you wanted to. If I had a little holly, I might add a little holly, but I don't know if I have. Okay. I should have inked this a bit on that side. Okay. I have to check the time out in a few minutes, see where we're at time-wise. We'll do this, and then we'll have to, sometimes that happens. You just got to trim it up to make it fit. Or you can ink it sometimes even. Now, if I had one of my Christmas stamps out, that's what I might, oh. See, I don't like that, so we have to go in here. Easy fix. There we go, easy fix. Let me see, I think I have. That's my regular stamps that I don't use often. I think the Christmas stamps are just underneath it. Like I said, I have I'm just going to peek through this really quick, see. I'm going back to that. Oh, it fell. It fell. But where would it fall into? Oh, there, not too far. Maybe the little bells. Let me just double check, make sure before I do that. I should pull that to the top because I'm taking that thing out so I'll be able to find it easier. Or we go with the I for some reason like the bells. I just like the bells, and I don't have a stamp thing. But that's easy. They're all kept in the same spot. Some of my stamps are from a long time ago, and they're losing their ink. Do I want to do it in? I think I'm just going to keep it in a brown. I was thinking, or candy apple red. Where's my festive berry? I wanted my but I don't see it. I have this fire brick red. Well, at least I thought I had fire brick red, but I don't know where it's been put. Is that it at the top? Nope. But going at the top, I found a coffee cluster. Oh. Okay, I don't know where my fire brick red is. So we're going to just go brown. Well, no, we don't. We can do this. And we'll just take a bit of the candy apple red. If you're not sure about the color, you can easily just stamp it. See, this is what, this candy apple red I don't use often because it's a very mucky, and I've never inked it, but see what it does? It's very, like, wet, and I don't know what to do to change that. And I remember now why I don't use that one much, because it's like that. Let's pull out the festive berries. And it's literally how I got it. Again, I'm just going to test it. Not liking that. Okay, I'm just going to go with brown. I think it's just the way this, it might be just the way this is done. And I might just have to. That's okay. It's not bad. It's not screaming great, but I don't mind it. Now, if that was something I really hated, it's easy to cover it up if I detest it. If I detest it, it's not my favorite, guys. But it has to be. I better look at the time soon, guys. I better. Because I have a bad habit. You guys all know, those that watch my videos regularly. I don't get to say bye. Or I attempt to say bye several times and then get distracted making something, and then there it goes. I hope I have more time because we didn't get much done. We didn't. But don't like that. That's okay, because I have one more idea, that two different things I was thinking of using. So when you make mistakes, you can just easily cover it up without a problem. That's no big deal. I know that's what I want to do, but I just don't know. I just don't have the right one right now. I don't have the right one right now. I know what I want. I do. Let me see. Now you can see, when you make a mistake, don't let you throw the whole tag out. See what you can do to fix. If I had small Post-it stamp, that might work perfectly. There we go. Just see what you can do to fix the thing that you're not thrilled on. Plain and simple. Then I'm going to glue this on and then stand up and check our time. I think I'll ink this around the edges a little. There we go. Some glue. Well, I could even have put washi tape, but I could have even done that. I like the image. See? That washi tape isn't sticky, so that's the nice thing about it. There we go. There we go. Done. Finny. Other than the tag is done. I mean, you can also, if you had a little, oh, that works. Only thing with me pulling this out right now is the problem with the glossy thing. So I'm going to glossy accent the berries, but because right now I need to poke it, it will take time. So